Shalom, 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 Israel. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, man. Happy Sabbath. We back at it. We back at it. How's everybody doing? My God, Nev already pulling scriptures, man. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that first. All praise to the Most High. My God, Bayron. Bayron, what up, King? All praises. Sis, the lovely princess. Mayahana. But yeah, all praises to the Most High. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, y'all. But yeah, man. Grace, happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath. You know, how was your week? How was your week? The title of the class, Don't Trip. We win in the end. I know we be going through it, but you got to remember, this helps me out. We win in the end out of all we go through. It may look gloomy. It may be looking ugly, but guess what? We win in the end. Right? You just got to keep that in mind. Let me get bro's script real quick. Jeremiah 31. Let me read this. Let me see what bro working with. Let's see what bro working with. So he went 30, what is it, 33 through 37. Hold on. So he went Jeremiah. How's y'all week? Y'all hang in there? Obviously you're here. Then what did bro say? I can't see the screen. What is it, 33? I gotta stop sharing real quick. I forgot what he pulled. 31. Okay, 31, 33. 31, 33 through 37. Jeremiah 31 and 33 to 37. Let's see what my guy Neff cooking with. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. See, this is why I like messing with the chat. See, I let you guys be a part of the class, man. Let you all, because brother Neff, he's popping the class off with his script. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith the Lord, which give the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divide the sea when the waves thereof were. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances, this is heavy, if those ordinances, which is the sun and the moon, depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel shall cease from being a nation before me forever. And as you can see, the sun and the moon's there. So that means the house of Israel is still here, even though we're called by different names today. 37. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel. For all they that have done, saith the Lord. Hey, All praises to that. Let me read 36 again. If those ordinances, which is the sun and the moon, depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. And we know we still see the sun and the moon, so we still here. They try to take our name, the you wish people, they try to call us niggas and spicks. Nah, we still here. And we got next. And we win in the end, baby. All praise to the Most High for that script. Hold on. All praises. Sister Tisa. What's she saying? She said she finally got her car back. Finally got my car back. All praise to them. Oh, they had your car for the week. Yeah, you did say that last week. They had your joint, man. So everything's all right with it. You didn't have to come out of arm and a leg. Let me see. I was in Joshua and shook all week about him killing a man and his whole family and cattle for stealing. Yeah, Akon. I always remember that dude's name, Akon or Akon or something, because that's that Hamite name, Akon. But yeah, he set him on fire. That's a touch not the unclean thing, you know. Akon was stealing. Then he's still like a Hamite. What was it? What a Babylonian garment or something? Yeah, he stole like a Babylonian garment and tried to sneak it, and then he got knocked. He got set on fire. Boy. Yeah, I've been reading Exodus. I just started reading Exodus. I was combing through it. It took me the first 2 chapters. It took me a long time. I've been doing like a different type of deep dive when I've been reading this, combing through it, getting a lot of good stuff out this Bible. And all praises. Yeah, he parted the Jordan River. See, that's why it's good to read, because people just think he used Moses to part the Red Sea, you know, but he parted, that was a sea, and he parted the river too. All praises. Well, let's jump into this thing, man. So, don't trip. We win in the end. Don't trip. We win in the end. So, let me pop it off with, Neff popped it off with a lovely scripture. Now I'm gonna go to mine. The last book of the Bible, Revelation 12. So these devils, the white man, woman, and child, the goddamn devil that the Bible speak of, the chief devil, right? They're the chief devil. Then the rest of those, the heathens, the 17 nations, or the 18 nations minus Esau. Then there'll be 16 left, right? So behind Esau, they follow. He's the chief devil, but they devils too. He just top them. So let's hop into it. 12. Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. And why does he come down on us having great wrath? Because he know that he have but a short time. So these devils out here, they know they got a short time. They know their time is ticking. When they see us rising up, right? They know they have a short time. So that's why they're so they trying to ramp up. You see Trump doing this little, his little 1-2. Hey, Trump only been in office for like a couple of months. It's January, so it's like 6 months. 6 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, like 8 months, 8 months. And he been moving. He ain't even been in office a year yet. Cause he know he got a short time. So he's trying to get the ball rolling, right? Let me bounce up right here to 10. I just want this part. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. Because that's all they do is accuse Jacob. Right? That's all they do is accuse of doing this. I seen this one. I was gonna play that thing too. This pastor, the pastor that I think he was in Tampa or something. You guys seen that pastor that he was doing something with 50 million. But anyways, it was an Edomite with him too, an Edomite woman, a Shedomite. They don't really show her, but they got the black pastor face all over there, looking all rough and stuff. But you can't even find the Edomite because they're always accusing us. You know, they're being mad. School shootings. You know, you barely hear about it. They barely show the dude because they wicked as hell. So the devil know they got a short time. They know we win in the end, right? Let me get Matthew 8 in verse 29. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come? Look, this is what the demons are saying. Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? Hold on. We gotta highlight that. He said, hold on. He said, hold on, y'all was shy. Hold on. He said, hold up. He said, it ain't time yet. I'm looking at it ain't time. You hella early. And he told Christ, he said, hold on, you're hella early. You're like a couple thousand years early. Ain't the time for you to do us dirty yet? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? He's like, ain't the time yet. Please don't tell me it's the time. And I bet you, like, when they get closer, it's kind of like you on death row. You know, like, you ever seen dudes on death row? They be on there for years, and then they get their little last their menu, their last meal, and then they start getting nervous as hell because that day, they about to get electrocuted or whatever. So it's like, yeah, you start getting nervous, sweating, trying to profess your innocence and all type of stuff. That's what these demons. That what Esau trying to prolong his time. So they know. I know it sucks, but he probably like, damn, time moving. Especially at that time when they said this to Yahushua, they probably was like, nah, we got a couple thousand, but now they probably only got a couple minutes left, basically. They don't got too much longer left. They know they got a short time. I was gonna get something. What was I gonna get? Oh yeah, I was gonna go back to Revelation. Let me show you something real quick. This is when they get tormented. I think it's Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, thou shalt drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out with mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented. See, this is what they were talking about. See, the Revelation, this right here, this is in the future. So this with them in Matthew 8, they was talking about this. And he said, man, it's not the time yet. But he said, he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So like in Esau, he make it seem like it's going to be, it's the devil with a pitchfork. But no, it says holy angels. And in the presence of the Lord. In the smoke of their torment is sent up forever and ever, and they shall have no rest day or night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name. So look, they are finished. And this is just, you don't know what's going to happen to them. You know, you just know it's going to be bad. We just know it's going to be bad. Hold on. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see what you're talking about. All praises, Andrea. I gotta give her a shout out though. All praises. Happy Sabbath, Sith. He's doing everything right. But yeah. Let me get back to it. So they know they got a short time. And they also know this, that we are the gods on this earth. I was going to title the class that. They know we're the gods of this earth, man. We're their gods. Let's get Psalms. Where the hell is Psalms? Where the hell is Psalms at? Psalms 82. You guys know this scripture? Psalms 82 and 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Talking about the 12 tribes. So we are gods, right? And guess what? They know we are gods, right? They know that. And they know they got a short time. And they know we're going to rule this earth, right? Let's go get the book of Micah. So we are their gods. We are over them. Remember the blessing, what it says, the elder shall serve the younger. Micah 4:4. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken it. Verse 5. This is the part I want. For all people will walk. This is about to get very interesting right here. Watch this. Listen up. Listen closely. For all people will walk, every one in the name of his God. So this is in the kingdom. Let me read verse 4 again. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. This time on the kingdom, when we're going to be at complete safety in our God mode. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken. And watch this. For all people will walk, everyone in the name of his God, and we will walk in the name of the Lord our God forever and ever. So wait a minute. Who's walking in the name of his God? So are you saying they're walking? Are you saying the East Indians are going to be walking in the name of whoever their God is? Are you saying the Chinese man going to be walking in the name of Buddha? No, this is not saying that. This is saying they're going to be walking in we're their gods. And they're going to serve us, and we're going to serve our God, and they're going to serve us like say for instance, we're going to have ours. You're going to have your own city. That's why it says I will give you 10 cities. I will give you, so you'll have your own city, and guess what? You're going to be the God of that city. And them heathens that are in super hard bondage there, they're going to worship you. You're their God. And then it said, we will walk in the name of our God, but you're serving us. Just like how like you might go somewhere and it might be a picture of the judge on the wall or something. Now it's gonna be us. They're gonna serve us, right? Because we are their gods. We are their ruler. We are their Lord. We are their king, right? So let's read that again. For all people will walk, everyone in the name of his God. You know, because we're gonna own them. You know, I might be like, Neff, is that your your servant. You know, and he gonna be like, Master Neff, my God Neff. And we will walk and we're gonna serve our God. It's gonna be beautiful. Look at Zechariah. We're gonna get more into that. We're gonna get more into how that's what we're gonna go into. You gotta remember we win in the end. I'm just giving you a glimpse of how it's gonna be. We're gonna have our own little cities, and the little heathens that's in there, they worship. We're their Lord, right? We're their lords. What am I looking for? Oh, Zephaniah. Oh, Zechariah. We're God's. 12 and verse 8. In that day, this is when we win in the end. Jacob got next. What did it say? Esau's the end of the world. Jacob is the one that followed. In the end shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. So our so-called weak men, which you would call feeble, weak, they're gonna be as David. So you got to read about how King David was and his mighty men. They was beasts. King David was jumping over fences and beating up all types of stuff, right? King David was mighty. So just imagine our feeble men is going to be like David. In the house of David shall be as God. See? Should be what? As God. As the angel of the Lord before them. So our mighty men are going to be like the damn angels, gods. Mm-hmm. We win in the end, man. They know this. You don't think they know this? They know this. They know it's over. Let's get a little bit of history with Samuel. 4:8. 1 Samuel 4 and 8. Woe unto us. This is the Philistines. Hold on, let's start at 7. A little context. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is coming to the camp. Those are some dirty Hamites. Philistines, Palestinian, the real Palestinians, which is Hamites. And they said, woe unto us, for there have not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us. They said, destruction unto us. Who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? They were calling us gods back then. They're like, man, we getting our asses whooped. These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. So they're like, man, these are the same dudes that was whooping our brother's ass. These are the same dudes that was whooping our brother's ass. Right? So you don't think they know this? You know, Esau do a diligent search. You know? So he know this. They try to act like they don't know. These are like the peons, the ones you might see at the store and stuff. You know, on the highway, they might not know. You know, but their little elites know this. They gotta know it. You gotta know what not to show, and they know they got a short time, so they gotta gauge it, right? So they know. They're probably watching this right now. They're probably like, "Oh, G-Bar, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him." So this is woe unto us. Who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the damn Hamites saying this. And they know. The Hamites, they know this today. They know we better than them. They know we the God. You know, they trying to Ham is trying to be the new Judah. Ham is trying to be the new Judah. You Africans is trying to act like us, but you're not us. You guys don't got the flavor, the spirit. They try to wear their hat. They try to talk to you, try to say nigga, yeah, nigga. Man, you're not us. You don't got the flavor. That's why it says in what is that? Oh yeah, I've just like I said, I've just been reading Exodus. What it say about Exodus? I mean about the Hamites. Matter of fact, I'm about to get it real quick. I think it's watch this. Exodus 2. This is about the women. More alive. Let me see where it's friend. I'll take his child, and the child grew brighter than day Moses grown up. Look down. No, I think it's 1. Exodus 1. Watch this. I just told y'all in Exodus. I just read this. Watch this. It said though the Hebrew women are more lively. Okay, therefore, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but the Midianites fear God, and the king, and the Egypt called for the Midianites and said, yeah, so look. 19, 1 and 19. And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women. So it's saying you Israelite women are not like the African woman. It says, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. We're not like them. We're better than them, more livelier. Basically, like we got better spirit. So the Africans, they be trying to act like us. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but you really look at him, you're like, man, that's a Hamite, because he's not lively. He's not lively like us. They're not lively like us. Well, they're not like us. They're not like us. Straight like that. They're not like us. Let me see what my brothers, sisters talking about. Come on, very beautiful. For real. Do a diligent search. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, family. Man, they got me shadow banned. Man, I just know they got me shadow banned. But anyway, I won't say something, but I noticed that at G-Bar for real. What she say? Sudan is going the A real bad famine right now. Sudan, they got a famine. Ain't got that sauce. You can tell the difference for the most part. If you Judah or you're a pretender trying to graft in, yeah. They don't got that sauce, man. They don't got the sauce. See, nobody never realized, just like Esau, when we got the birthright, he didn't really care about his birthright, right? But he didn't realize, I don't think nobody realized, like in these last days, or really not even the last days, like how filthy we are. We're like the Israelites, bro, got flavor, got a lively spirit in them. And Esau, he didn't know by giving up his blessing. Like he didn't know. Because you see these Edomites, they be trying to, it's heathen period, but they be trying to act cool or say cool stuff. They be trying to rap. Whatever they do is whack, is trash. You look at a heathen rap video, and you take a Jake, or they say the same thing. It's way better, man, because we got that connection with the Most High. We got that connection, so it don't matter. They be trying to say nigga, but even if some Jake lets you slide and say it, still don't sound right coming from you. The N word don't sound right coming from you at all. Because they be fighting. Why can't we say it? Y'all say this. Man, it don't even sound right coming from you. Anyways, yes, Akin, you're right. Some Hamites are making money on this too by reporting news about us in this country. Yeah, man. They what are they doing? What? Hold on. You said the Hamites making some money. YouTube porting. You talking about like on these podcasts and stuff, but they not like us, right? Can you go back to the highway and byways? You very entertaining. Damn, we gotta get you right. Gotta get to the highways and byways, brother. Man, the brothers, man, the brothers, the brothers. You gotta call the brothers. They are calling themselves black now. They even think they're Israel. All praise to the Most High, all praise to the Most High. You need don't call on you, bro. All praises, all praises. But yeah, yeah. They not like us. So, like I said, man, don't trip. We win in the end. They know that we are the gods on this. They know that we are the gods. Matter of fact, next, like Lord's will, next week I might do this class where when we're whooping all the heathens' ass. Like they know we're the gods, right? They know we're the kings of the earth. But I'll show some history on each and every one of them, how we was beating them, and they remember that, how we was tormenting them. So look, where were we at? Oh yeah, we were showing like 19 how they're not lively. So let's go to Isaiah. Let's get into some prophecy. This is one of my favorite scriptures too. Isaiah 60. And do I want to start at 10 or should I? Yeah, I'm gonna start at 10. We win in the. I'm gonna start at 10 because we win in the end. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. Like that sentence just right there is heavy. Cause that means they're gonna be working. We're gonna have work from. Hey, we're gonna have it ain't gonna be no unemployment in the kingdom. It ain't gonna be no unemployment crisis in the kingdom. They're gonna build up them walls, and the walls is very high. And their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Right? Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. Because we're going to set them, that's why it says kings shall minister, because we're going to set them heathens up, and we're going to, kind of like how they had house niggas and stuff like that. We're going to set up one of you heathens and be like, hey, because we ain't going to be, we going to be doing our thing, right? We're going to be like, hey, we're going to get a heathen that we can trust to rule over the rest of the heathens. Hey, man, you make sure you watch the rest of your dusty brothers and sisters. You're the overseer, So that's why it says, their king shall minister unto thee. Because we're gonna set them up. I'm like, hey, you're the overseer. Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually. Oh, where we at? That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. See? Then that dude we set up is gonna be a puppet. You know how they be setting up puppets and stuff? We're gonna be setting up puppets, right? And he gonna come and he gonna tell us to get down. I mean, everything that's going on, who's acting up, what he had to do. and he gonna bring us our gold and all type of gifts and stuff. And guess what? If and this is the fun part. To me, the fun part is the rebellion, because that's when you get to whoop some ass. Look at this. Verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall utterly wasted. Those nations shall be utterly wasted. So they're gonna get wasted. He want to rebel. He think he because we're gonna know already. We're gonna let him think he's getting away with it. He gonna go back to the Edomite in the cave. Like, look, they think the gods think that I'm with them and we're gonna rebel and we're gonna waste them. Some of them may just come right out and be like, I'm not serving you. And that's gonna be fun. You want that? Because we're gonna make an example out of them. We're gonna make an example out of them. And then look at this. I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 6 and 10, because this happened before about where we didn't hold on. Deuteronomy 6 verse 10. To where, where the Most High did this for us already. The Lord required the same thing, right? So that happened before. In the future, they're gonna build it up, but look, it happened already. And it shall be when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy fathers to bring unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not. He said he's gonna give us great cities which we buildest not. So they didn't build when they went into the land, the promised land the first time. They didn't build that. It says which thou buildest not. Which thou buildest not. So we didn't do no labor. And houses full of good things, which thou filled not. So we didn't furnish it or nothing. And wells digged, which thou dig not. Vineyards, and olive trees, which thou plantest not. When thou shalt have eaten and be full, then beware lest thou forget the Lord. Which, see, he's saying, don't forget me. We know the history Israel did, but I'm just showing you that we didn't have to do no labor. We didn't have to do no labor. They did all the labor. And that's going to happen once again. This time we ain't going to forget the Lord this time. Joshua 24 and 13. Let's double down on it. And I have given you a land for which ye did not labor. Say that again. And I have given you a land which ye did not labor. We didn't labor for it. And it's going to happen once again. It's going to be beautiful. So when you be at the plantation and stuff, some people talking about, oh, I got a good job. And they say, man, there ain't no such thing as a good job. Because we ain't supposed to be working anyways. Look at this. I give you a land which you have not labored. You got somebody else doing it. In cities which you built not. And ye dwell in them. Of the vineyards and olive yards which you planted not to do. Which ye planted not, do ye eat. You didn't plant it, but you eating it. And you getting the good stuff too. You getting the good ones. 14. Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth. So we got to serve the Lord in sincerity and truth. And he going to prove you to make sure you're doing that. And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, in which in the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. Hold on, let me see something real quick. So We're gonna have cities that we built. Not they're gonna build up the walls. So I just broke down. You know, I know it says walls, but it just showed you it's gonna be a lot of stuff. They're gonna be planting trees, um, building up cities and all that stuff. And all that good stuff. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. Feel me? Salt of the earth. Damn right. You damn right. We the salt of the earth. Yep. And that's a glimpse. But then what Joshua did, that just is gonna happen all over again. Gonna happen all over again. It says I always think of those post-apocalyptic movies when Edom is always in fear of the unknown. It's like they living out in their movies that they know they will be hunted. Yeah, you're right. Um, they know their end is near. Mm-hmm. They know their end is near, like the scriptures say. Bible is a true book. Salt of the earth, not like us. Let me get this real quick. Second Esdras 2:12. Second Esdras 2 and verse 12. Oh boy, took me into these. What I want? Oh yeah, they shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor, no work, nor be weary. They shall neither labor or be weary. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you. See, that's why we want a few days, because we're trying to hurry up and get to here. But right now we be laboring and we be tired as hell. That's why we want a few days. That they may be shortened. We want these days to be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. He said you already won. He said you already won. Watch. See? Let me read that again from 12. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savior. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. You already won. We already win. Don't trip. We already won. It's a fixed fight. It's over. We win. So whatever you're going through right now, just remember you won in the end. You win in the end. You win in the end. We won on the end. Let me get the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms 37. Remember this. 25. I have been young and now I'm old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So you're right, you never get forsaken. So we got to remember this, because the Lord, he said he made us stronger than the two different manner of people, one strong and one weak. Not only physically, but he made us mentally, our spirit stronger. And we got to remember that he don't put nothing on you that you can't bear. Matter of fact, I got to get that. And never put too much on you. Too much on you. I think it's in Corinthians 10:13. 1 Corinthians 10:13. When I be teaching, man, I be talking to myself. teaching myself. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. So your situation is not unique, brother, sister. You know, I know you be thinking like, damn, man, I'm the only person that's going through this. No, you're not. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. So you always got to remember that when you're in your trial, that you're that you can get through this. Remember these scriptures. This is your comfort. The scriptures are your comfort. But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. See, chill out, brother, sister. Watch this. Let's get the book of Romans. This is like one of my favorite scriptures, and one of the scriptures I remembered, like where I could quote it. Romans 5:3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations. You gotta glory in your tribulation. Glory when you're going through your stuff. End up your praises, all praises the Most High, right? Also, knowing that tribulation work patience. So when you're going through it, it's working your patience. You're building, you're leveling up. In patience, experience. Now you got experience. Now, when your brothers and sisters, they going through something, you could be like, man, bro, this is what happened to me. That's how I got through that. And they're like, damn, really? That's what you did? Okay. And experience hope. When you got experience, you got hope. You like, man, I've been through this before. And actually, the other time was even worse. And this is what I did. Now I got hope with this faith. And hope make not ashamed. So when you got the hope, you got the faith, you're not ashamed. People looking at you like, man, this dude, you should be, why ain't you all fret? Why ain't you fretting? Why ain't you fretting? Because you're not ashamed. You're not worried. You got faith. Because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. So let me read 3 again. And not only so, but we glory in our tribulations. So you got to glory in tribulation, man. Glory in that thing, because you already know you're going to level up. Like he said, he don't put too much on you that you can't handle. Obviously, you're a soldier, you know. Let me see something real quick. I got this written down. Let me see. Was I cooking? Let me see. Was I cooking? I got this written down. Besides this, let me see. Was G-Bar cooking when he wrote that? Let's see. Oh, G-Bar, you okay? He was cooking a little bit. 3:11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. So when he chastise you, don't get mad. Everybody say glory in that thing, right? Neither be weary of his correction. Don't get like, man, the Lord already jacking me up. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I just went through this and went through that. He said, man, don't despise it. Watch this. For whom the Lord loveth, what? For whom the Lord loveth, he correct. Even as a father, the son is whom he delight. I love this whole thing. Proverbs 3. Happy is the man. I'm gonna keep reading. Let's get it. Happy is the man that find wisdom, and the man that get understanding. Hold on, Bob. Let me break that down real quick about the chastening. Because if you're not going through nothing, you might have to check your lineage. You might be a Hamite or a heathen, right? Or you just might be a 2/3. That's why he said despise not. If I'm checking you, I'm correcting you, because I want you to be that. I want you to, be what you can be, all that you can be, That's why I was talking to somebody earlier. I was telling them, I'm like, a lot of people in the world, they be talking about they got friends and they love their friend, but you let your friend or your cousin or whoever get away with everything. That's not love. Because if you love them, you would tell them. And even if they cut you off, so be it. Because it's like, bro, I'm going to tell you not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. I'm going to tell you not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And if you want to cut me off, so be it. Maybe you could think back when like years passed by, you go like, damn, G-Bar was telling me that, man. That was a true friend. Now I'm all jammed up. I seen this dude. He was he had life in prison, right? And his mom came to visit him. So he's on that little phone and he's mad at his mom, right? And she's like, what, baby, what's wrong? And he's like, why didn't you ever correct me? He's telling his mom that. How come you never corrected me? How come you never told me I was doing wrong? You feel me? And the scriptures talk about that. It talks about, basically, I think it's in Sirach somewhere. If you don't correct your son, your child, it's he gonna come back and bite you in the ass later. And that's what he was telling him. He's like, man, I got life in prison because you let me do everything I wanted to do. And now somebody gonna correct you. Now the white man unlocked your stupid ass up. Let me read 14. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. This is talking about getting wisdom. Wisdom is better than getting silver and gold, fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire, and are not to be compared unto her. So wisdom, that's why it says in Revelation, it says, I know thy poverty and tribulation, but thou art rich. Because when we got this wisdom, it's worth more than anything, because we win in the end. So this is all rubies and gold and stuff. That's all carnal things, But it says wisdom, which is invisible, is worth more. So we got wisdom, it's worth more because we're going to get all the riches, the true riches. Look, it says, 16. Length of days is in her right hand. So you got wisdom, you got length of days. And in her left hand, riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. Who don't want peace? A peace of mind is priceless. That's why I was telling this brother the other day. I was like, bro, I'm at peace. You feel me? I'm at peace. And that's priceless. And he was like, I think I was texting the brother. He put a thumbs up. He was like, yeah, he can't say nothing, bro. A peace of mind is priceless. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retain her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding have he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. 21. Let me see how much more of this. This is a good chapter. I love the chapter. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So you want to keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. So you're not going to be having stumbling blocks, going to this doctrine, thinking about this. Hey, man, I'm confused. This brother said you can do this, but that brother's saying this. I'm confused. Nah, you ain't going to stumble, brother. Right? When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. You're going to sleep real good, and you ain't going to be fretting. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Like I said, you're going to be sleeping like a baby. You're going to fluff your pillow, be slobbering and everything, be knocked out. A lot of trouble in the world. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it come. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good. Are we done? Okay. We read a lot. We read all the way from 3:11 to 26. Beautiful chapter. And Proverbs hit hard. Proverbs hit hard. It's prepared. It's there. We won. We won. We won. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. It's prepared. It's there. We won. We just have to endure to keep the commandment. Yep. Don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. As long that's the most important part, really. As long as you stay in the commandment, he got you. Don't fret. Don't fret. Don't fret. The Most High is always telling you not to fear because he got you. He got you. I always say, fall back. That's the test. Hey, you tell a brother, look, fall back, bro. I'm gonna catch you. And he looked back. No, the Lord just wants you. Hey, the Lord just wants you to fall. Boom, I got you, bro. I'm gonna catch you, bro. Don't look back. I got you. If you look back, that means you're fretting. And that means I don't got you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna let you fall because you shouldn't have looked back. Remember, I think last week we was reading that. Might have been last week or the week before when we was reading Sirach, when he was talking about those that are fearful, he shall not defend you. So he gonna let you fall because you don't got no faith. Right? Always say like this. Always say this. Always say for instance, if you're in a house and somebody's going to the store and you're like, hey bro, give me a Sprite, right? And you give them some money. You got faith in them coming back, going to the store, get your Sprite, and you tell them to keep the change. But if you don't trust that person, you're gonna be like, you ain't gonna give them no money. Or you might just say, yeah, give me a Sprite, I'll pay you when you get back. If you come back. I don't know if you're gonna come back. So but you know people that might take your money, but the Most High is not like that. See, the Most High, you could just trust in him. You know he's coming, he's gonna deliver. He's gonna deliver. The Most High gonna deliver every time. It's up to us. Do you have faith? I'm gonna have to get that script. What she pull? She pulling the script. Grace pulling the script. Teacher pulling the script. Okay, you guys pulling the scripts. Oh, let me get that. Luke 21. She pulled James 1 and 2. You pull Luke 21:19. Are you guys cooking? Let me see if y'all cooking though. 20. What did she pull? 21:19. She pulled Luke 21:19. Let's see if she cooking. Let's see if she cooking. And T said 1 and 2. Okay, 21:19. Oh, she's cooking. She's cooking. She's cooking. And your patience possess ye your souls. Hold on. Hold on. All right, she deserved it. And your patience possess ye your soul. Patience is everything. Patience is everything. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. We begin impatient. I've been having to tell myself that too. But my patience got a little bit better. I ain't gonna lie. And I got no choice but to have patience. Believe it or not, you can't do nothing, Shit. She pulled James 1, 2. My brother, oh yeah, that goes with the man, you got the cooking. Hold on. I ain't even read it yet. I Hey, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work patience. Oh, it sounded like I was flowing up. It sounded like I was rapping. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work patience. Brothers, flowing with the scripts. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Let's read 5. If any lack of wisdom, let him ask Yahweh, that give to all men liberally and upbraid not, and it shall be given to him. Right? That was heavy though. My brethren, count it all joy. You got to count it all joy when you fall into different temptations. Knowing this, that trying of your faith work patience. For real, straight like that. What did she say? If you're not going through nothing, you might have to check your lineage. You might be a Hamite. You damn right. Damn right. She pulling Prop 7. I'm gonna have to get him. Grace cooking. She's cooking. Grace was cooking. She was cooking. Yep. I got one. I'm gonna get this, and I got one more script. Hold on. This is one of my favorite scripts too. You know, Tisha be cooking too. She be cooking. 4:7. Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, give wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. So you want to get wisdom and understanding. Because, okay, let's break that down. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Because a lot of brothers got wisdom. Like, okay, wisdom is knowing, like, pork is bad for you, right? But you got the understanding of it. Like, why is it bad for you? Why? First of all, the Most High said so, right? You know, the Most High said it's bad, then it tears your insides up. That's the understanding of it. Like it's gonna cause what? Hypertension, high blood pressure. You know, okay, what they say they got what's some parasite, worms, and all that other stuff. You know, and that's when you break it down to the, you know, like we were shown last week, the radioactive scrimps, right? Wisdom is, oh, it says don't do this, let me not do it. The understanding is, oh, damn, you take these out the ocean, it's going to mess everything up. It's going to be a domino effect. Now the water is going to be all dirty. Now we can't swim. Now we can't drink the water. We can't swim it. Now people that's going into it, they're getting it's going, if they got a cut, it's getting in their cut and they're getting bacteria in their cut. You know? To Esau is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. He know you ain't supposed to be doing that, but he don't got the understanding of it. And he's the devil. Let's get Deuteronomy. This is my last one. 30. This is one of my favorites. We win in the end. I might should start from 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing. So we got the blessing, right? That came upon us, and the curse. And we're in these curses right now. We don't need to break that down. We in these curses, which I have set before thee. And thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God have driven thee. And you see brothers doing that right now. Highways and byways. These videos, they're calling, you're telling the heathen and to their face, you damn devil, right? That's why that was said, call it. They shall call them to mind among the nations, whether you are driven. So wherever you're at, you're, hey, y'all going to captivity, goddamn devil. Verse 2, and shalt return unto the Lord thy God. So that's what you see us doing right now. We're returning to the Lord thy God, putting away the strength, putting away the pork, right? Dietary law, putting away these wicked holidays, celebrating the high holy days, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day. Thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. See, this is what they don't want. See, they know this is written, it's going to happen. That our captivity is turning. That's why they know they got a short time. And we win in the end. And have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. That part ain't happened yet, but that's what's going to happen. That's the winning. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, that's from my brother and sister that are super far, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee. He gonna come get you. And from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed. He gonna put us back in our land. Not no damn like how the U.S. people got back, in 47 or 48, right? And thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. He said he's gonna multiply us above our fathers. So you could go back and read how they was blessed. He said he's gonna multiply us above that. Above that. That's that winning. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart and thy heart of thy seed, and to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Now, this is part that I want. This is the good part. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. So all the curses, when you read in Deuteronomy 28:15 and down, they're going to be on the heathens. It's going to be beautiful. They know this is coming for them, right? And it's going to be unheard of. It's going to be double. It's going to be crazy. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord and do all his commandments, which I command you this day. Let me see. Look, and the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous in every work of thy hand. That's that winning. In the fruit of thy body, in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy land for good. For the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers. So, yeah. He going to put the curses on them. It's going to flip. And we win in the end. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me get one more. This is when King Solomon was ruling. Watch. Remember, it said he gonna multiply us more than our fathers, and and this is like a glimpse. Look, verse 25, 1 Kings 4 and verse 25. And Judah and Israel dwelt safely, every man under his vine and under his fig tree, from Dan even to Beersheba, all the days of Solomon. And Solomon had 40,000 stalls of horses for his chariots and 12,000 horsemen. And those officers provided victual for King Solomon and for all that came unto King Solomon's table. Every man in his month, they lacked nothing. He said they lacked nothing. And he said he's gonna bless us more than this. So we ain't gonna lack nothing. barley also and straw for the horses and dromedaries brought they into the place where the officers were, every man according to his charge. So the part I wanted, they lacked nothing, and they dwelt safely. We don't dwell safely right now. You locking your car door, your house door, you already looking out the window. You know, you're always worrying because we're not dwelling in safety right now. Let me see something. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Man, I got my Cash App. Y'all want to bless the King? Cash App right there. Just is real. Anything helps. Oh, hold on. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Final thoughts is don't fret. Don't worry. We warriors. We warriors, not warriors. Um, we win in the end. They know they got a short time, so they trying to go down swinging. They trying to go down swinging, but they're gonna lose. We win in the end. Um, so whatever you're going through, just thug it out. Keep the faith. Keep the hope. Keep the faith. Keep the hope. Like she said, don't fret, cause in the end we winning. Big G bar, big G bar, big Tisa. Right, we win in the end. Right, Hadassah, Tisa Hadassah. We win in the end. So we always gotta remember that. We always gotta remember that. So yeah, that's the final thoughts, man. We win in the end. Whatever you're going through, remember, it's a recap. I'm recapping. We win in the end. Whatever you're going through, like sis pulled James 1 and 2. She said, count it all joy when you enter in diverse temptations, right? Because the tribulation work your patience. Grace pulled the Luke 21:19. In your patience, possess ye your soul. I pulled Romans 5 and 3. Glory in your tribulation. My brother Neff popped us off with Jeremiah. What was that? 33, 31. No, what was it? 31. It was the ordinances. The ordinances, as long as the moon and the sun is here, we're still here. Right? So you guys pulled some beautiful scriptures. We got the cheat code. The cheat code, don't worry, endure, keep the commandments, no fear, thy Lord God protects. We got the cheat code. We got the cheat code. They don't got the cheat code. Hey, them heathen be worried as hell. Big calm, patience, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Them heathen be worried, but we got the cheat code, like she said. And the cheat code right here in our records, in our book. Like they got that stone. What's it called? The sword and the stone. Remember, only one. Remember, you had to be a certain person to take the sword out. That's talking about us. This Bible been in everybody's hand, but it only work in the hands of us. Right? Right? It only work in the hands of us. Shout out to Neff. He set it off with that good one. That's why I like, I feel like my little thing, this little platform is different because we all contribute, right? And that's the spirit. Cause I didn't know he was gonna pop off like that. You feel me? He popped it off. Y'all be popping off. Y'all be cooking. All praises. They shaking in their boots. Shaking in their boots. Shaking in their boots. Con, Brother G Bar, praise and the Water King. Yeah, all praises for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Without y'all, there is no me. So I love y'all. Happy Sabbath. You know, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath. You know, and remember, we winning in, baby. And with that, I say shalom. All praise to the Most High and His Son, right? And we gonna meet again. All praises. Shalom. Hold on. Am I still on? Sis is up there. I don't know if I'm still on. Hold on, I'll put it back on there. This for Andrea. But yeah, I'm out of here though. Shalom.